I made a list of parts to put together a second Rubicon Jeep so that we can get our friends from Jeep Fabrican over here and do the Rubicon next year. I'm gonna just dig through parts that I've got around here and put together a Jeep based on the Jeep that I did last year, but this is going to be a little bit different, a little bit earlier version. So let's see what we can come up with. So I've got a frame here that came off a 1945 GPW. So we're going to need to have, so this is going to be a World War II style Jeep, but we're going to do some modifications so that it's able to make it on the Rubicon. And then we have a Dana 44 that came off a M38. So we'll have to see what gears in there, get the gears matching up, probably replace the ring and pinion. We'll probably put a ring and pinion that is a 5.38 to 1. That worked out well on the other Jeep, so got the axles there. So we've got a T90 transmission and a Dana 18 transfer case that came out of an M38. I'm going to do a few modifications to that. And one of the modifications is I've got a cluster gear and an input shaft that will convert the T90 into a T90C. So that will have a lower first and second gear. The other thing I'm going to do is I've got a TerraFlex Dana 18 Terra Low kit that I bought last year when I was working on the other one, and I heard that they're going to stop making these, so I bought an extra one and put it on the shelf in case I needed one someday, and this is a good time to use it. So we'll be putting this Terra Low into the transfer case. We've got a Lockrite. Now I had a Lockrite in the front axle in my Dana 25 on the Jeep that I took on the Rubicon, but I think on this Jeep I'm going to put the Lockrite in the front and the rear. This one happens to be for a Dana 44. I've got another one that'll go on the Dana 25 for the front end. So I think we'll be in good shape. So we're going to have lockers front and back. We're going to have the Terra Low transfer case. We're going to have the T90C transmission. That's basically the combination I had on the Jeep, the M38 that I took on the Rubicon. So I think that'll work out good. So I'm going to dig through and pick the best rear leafs and the best front leafs, and we've got leaf springs. So my local tire shop called me up one day. I bring Jeeps and World War II trucks in there all the time, so they know that I'm into that type of thing. And they called me up one day and they said, hey, we got a bunch of tires here. Do you want to come and pick them up? So, tires and rims. So I've got a set of 4 16-inch rims. I'll change out the tires and put some non-directionals on there, but we'll use those. This one here is actually a GPW Motor that was in Thumper, the Jeep that's in Germany. And the only reason why I took it out, it was running really good, but Thumper was an MB and I wanted to put an MB motor in it. So I took this GPW motor out and put an MB motor in it. And so I think that just need to get, you know, manifold and stuff like that. But I think I got an engine that'll work out good. We got drums there. We got shoes and backing plates here. So we'll be able to put there. Here we've got some shocks here. I can use those shocks. So I think we're good for brakes and shocks. Okay, I got a ton of carburetors here. I could just pull one apart and go through it, and we've got plenty of WO carburetors, so we're good for carburetors. So there's some even complete manifolds down here that we can go through. We'll just dig through and get our manifolds set up. I got 3 windshield frames there, probably that one right on top. And I got a hood over there, a couple of bodies I can choose from. The one on top was kind of cut up for, it was actually on a Jeep that was used for four-wheeling because it's got a four-wheel drive club sticker on it. And the bottom one is in pretty good shape actually. So anyway, I'll decide which one of those. You know, I got fenders up there. So we'll pick out a good fender. I got bumpers up there. We'll pick out a bumper. Yeah, I think we're doing good so far.